Okay, hello guys. In this video, I will be covering some important topic about smart money manipulation. Now, I've watched a video previously about understanding the manipulation of the smart money manipulation, of course, about trading. So, in this video, the guy talks about how to go about smart money manipulation, which is kind of a good thing. But before we get to that, you will find out that in the first place, for you to be a culprit or to fall under the smart money manipulation, you must have probably not fulfilled one or two trading rules that are probably so important for you to first appreciate before entering the market. So we've set aside some important rules and of course regulations that you have to follow to be not part of the people who are under the manipulation of the smart money, of course, manipulation practices. Now, without wasting time, we shall just dive into the rules and regulation and practices that you must do to avoid smart money manipulation. Now, first of all, there is a very big topic that we must first talk about before starting the video. It's a question of the time intervals. The question of the time intervals. Now, the trading time intervals have been for long been a very big problem for traders to understand, and probably it's one of the reasons why the smart money manipulations are really taking advantage of you. But we need to address it in one of the upcoming videos. And actually, if you happen to address the question of the time intervals, probably, if not most probably, you're not gonna make any more profits due to the smart money manipulation, not even due to the bad trading strategy. So trading is not about it's not about the strategies. So we've discovered that trading is not about strategies. It's not about the money you have on the account, whether you have $1, whether you have a bad strategy, whether you have a strategy that has one indicator. We've seen trading myths that are moving around on the platform. Things like you can trade with one indicator, says who? And also things like here you must trade, is it 10% of your total balance on the account, says who again? Now, these are all, manipulations that leave you in some fear, in some dilemma that will end up into you making losses and also wiping the entire account of yours. Now, how does this come about? First of all, the first principle is if you can't trade all your money in one bid, then you're not yet a professional trader. The ones that we call professional traders, not the professional traders that are actually manipulating you, are giving you wrong advice and leading you into entering wrong trends. And finally, for them, of course, it works for them for the betterment of their trading. But for today, I want to give you reasons why it's not good, or it's a wrong myth to say that you cannot trade, or it's not advisable to trade 100% of your money on the account. You can actually do that if you learned these trading rules and how to go about them. And also, this is actually one of the result of the manipulation of the smart money manipulation. So if you happen to beat all this trading myths and manipulation, you will be free to do the real trading that you want or they should be. So we have an upcoming video after this one about the question and the myth about time intervals. I haven't seen any book, not even any video, not even any trader, not even any professional, not even any broker talking about the question of time intervals. Now, I've just understood from our research that actually trading is about time intervals, not about your indicator, not about your strategy that you're struggling a lot to develop. The question of trading is about time intervals, and I will be letting out the secret about time intervals in probably the next video. So you have to subscribe. That is if you want subscribe for this information. You shouldn't miss out on that video, the question of time intervals. I'll be fixing that later, and it's one of the answers to the of course the smart money manipulation. So let me leave that and we continue with our video. Now, as I was talking about, we have these important rules and regulations that I'm going to be giving you. There are so many, I can't cover them in one video, but I will be giving you around 3 per video. There are rules and regulations that you must follow to beat the market. Probably we can talk about a few of them, but I think it will be better if I bring them as a full package. So I've developed most of them, and probably at the end of it all, you will be able to enter only smart trends that will make profits, and also avoid the other manipulation of entering a trend after seeing a resistance or a support, and then it breaks the support and continues in an opposite direction, and therefore putting in losses and ultimately closing you on your stop loss. And of course, talking about the stop loss, it's one of the methods that are used by the smart money manipulation to land you into big losses. So, number one, you should avoid setting stop losses. Why do you set stop losses? And actually, another myth that we should put off is this big myth that has been moving around, that trading is a risky business. Trading is not a risky business. If trading is a risky business to you, then you haven't started trading. However, you know how long you've spent. People have spent 50 years to 80 years in trading, but they still say the same thing, that trading is a risky business. Now, if trading is a risky business, trust me, you haven't understood what trading is. Until you attend this lesson of about 20 rules and regulations that you must follow in trading, then you haven't started trading. Because if you still have all those myths saying that trading is a risk, trading shouldn't be and must not be a trading business. I mean, a risky business. So, if you still have the mindset of being trading being a risky business, so please, I would love to say that you should take away that. We shall have a full video talking about that, why trading is not a risky business. We shall talk about that. We shall also talk about the time intervals, and I can guarantee you that after these videos that we'll be covering these aspects that we just discovered, I think this will be the end of trading. Probably the smart money professionals should look for something else to do, because this will put them out of business, and they will be left with only one option, to just give up on what they're doing. So we shall talk about time intervals. As I said, we shall talk about the times of how long, for how long we should be in a trend, and when should we enter trend. Not all the time that you should enter trends. No. The question of how much balance you should have on the account, we shall talk about that. The question of trading alibats, we call them alibats. I will explain more about the alibats. Today I'm just here to just give an overview of this book. It's actually a PDF. We shall be selling this PDF at about $9.99 USDs, and it's actually the cheapest price we can sell this PDF, because the moment it lands in your pockets or in your computer or in your hands, that will be the end of trading. It will be the end of trading. You won't trade anymore. You'll just come and make only profits. No, I hate calling it trading, because once this book lands with you, it will no longer be called trading. It will be just investing. Have you ever wondered how fixed deposit accounts work? That's how it should work. Trading should be like depositing money on a fixed deposit account. You have 100% guarantee that the profits would be paid out at the end of of course, the agreed time, probably a year or a month. This is what you should be doing. The question of resistances and support, we shall talk about that in a very new way. The question of the price action. There are two big questions that we need to answer here. It's the question of the price action, and also the big question of the volumes, the trading volumes. So if we talk about those two, they are actually embedded in the rules and regulations in this PDF. We shall talk about those two and we finish them, and probably you will be free to know that trading is actually the easiest thing you could ever do on this entire planet. These smart money professionals are just making you and introducing a fear into a psychological fear, a psychological kind of feeling within you, and it's intentional to make you, of course, intimidated, to make you fear for your money. The moment they create fear within you and greed, they will end up wiping your account. So, we shall talk about the spread. There are actually three important things: the price action and the price spread, and also the volumes of the trading volumes at any certain time in the market. So we will also talk about I talk about when to enter trends. That is very, very important. When you have to enter trends, did you know that if a trend exceeds a certain time, probably 10 seconds or even 20 seconds, it's out of your hand? Oh my god, just subscribe, like the video, and be prepared to receive this new episode of the rules and regulations of trading. So this is how, and it's the only way to avoid the smart money manipulation. We shall talk about the question of resistances, okay, support of the big systems and the backups. We shall talk about the infiltration, and the most importantly, the infiltration. The infiltration is actually most used by the smart money manipulations. They jumbo the infiltration, and that's how most of the people get out of the trade with their stop losses closing, and finally the infiltration continues with its course on its course, and finally making the profits that they had anticipated, but unfortunately their trends probably had already closed by the stop loss. Okay, so for today we shall stop here. I wanted you to know about this and get prepared for it as it's coming in the next videos. It will be like a full course. It's a free course, of course. We shall be finishing this, and the core 3, which is actually the core principle of trading on top of all the other regulations. The core 3, we shall be talking about the core 3. It might take us probably a series of 5 to 6 or even 10 videos to finish up this, but we need to finish it up within the shortest time possible, such that you can get free of these manipulations in the trading market. So you have wondered why you're making losses. This is the reason why you're making losses. Very many manipulations are happening in the market, and you need a very good strategy and a set of rules to beat that manipulation. And you only get it from here. That is if you subscribe and wait for that video to come, wait for that series of videos to come, and I will see you in the next video.